the second review of the night. And this time we're talking about another album I was pretty hyped for, and to me it matched the hype. The new Alestorm album, Curse of the Crystal Coconut. Now, before I go into...
I like the name.
Yeah. It's a
Donkey Kong reference.
Yeah, Donkey Kong and Indiana Jones reference, and the album covers an Indiana Jones reference.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah, the Crystal Coconut.
Crystal Coconut.
Which one was that?
64.
64.
Oh, see, I never really gave a shit about
the Indiana
Donkey Kong
Jones
64.
thing, but that was a good game. The Indiana Jones and Crystal Skull was a shitty Indiana Jones movie.
Curse of the Crystal Skull.
So there was a Crystal Coconut and Donkey Kong 64?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Why wasn't it Crystal Banana?
I mean, either could have worked.
Banana, monkey banana.
But a Crystal Coconut seems more interesting. The banana shaped like
Crystal Coconut rolls off the tongue.
Big
better
old
than Crystal
diamond.
Banana.
Yeah, big old coconut shaped
Diamonds
diamond.
tend to be more, roundish shape, so a coconut fits it. I don't think it's just gonna look like a piece of funky glass banana. If you do it that way.
But before we get into talking about the album, like I like to do, I like to say, hey, you guys, and I did forget to read
Lady
this off
Gaga.
for Lady Gaga. But I like to say on our Speaker Brains Facebook group, I like to say, hey, we're doing this. Do you guys have any thoughts? And we'll read them out on the show. And I did forget to read John's on the Lady Gaga one, so I'll do that real quick here.
John said.
John, our good old buddy John Short says, never got into Alestorm, but I can dig some Lady Gaga, as you know. Hope the new album's good, haven't had time to listen to it yet. Like I said, I dig it. But my buddy Mike Rogers says, Hailstorm.
That might have been a fucking autocorrect.
Oh, no. He thought I did the typo, and we'll get into that in just a second, because I said, hey guys, we're talking about the new Alestorm tonight. He says, Hailstorm is an awesome band. I never got into Lady Gaga much until I saw her in A Star Is Born. Her performance was phenomenal. So I was like, let me straighten this up. I said, Hailstorm is rad, but we're talking about Alestorm, the pirate metal band. And he's like, oh man, I thought that was a typo. I've never heard Alestorm, so I will say they are good, just in case.
You should have sent a link to one of their songs.
I should have. But, good one there, Mike. Definitely check them out. But that's funny because bringing it back to when I first heard Alestorm, it was back in 2009. They had just dropped their second album, and Hailstorm had just dropped their first album a month before. And I was telling our buddy Charlie, hey dude, there's this fucking band, dude, check them out. They're called Alestorm. He's like, alright. Then it was like a week or so later, Charlie gets back with me. What the fuck, man? Hailstorm is garbage, man. That's some bullshit.
Listen to Hailstorm.
And I was like, wait a minute, dude, wait a minute. Did you say Hailstorm? He's like, yeah. I said, no, man. I said Alestorm. It's a fucking pirate metal band. He's like,
I
what?
bet they get that all the time.
They got to, man. They got to. But yeah, funny little story there. So the album came up for pre-order about 3 or 4 months ago, and I like to look at the main big bundles, or one cool one was an Alestorm Walkman and a cassette tape version.
That's badass.
That is badass.
Wow.
And
workable Walkman.
yeah, workable Walkman.
Wow.
But the only reason I didn't get it because it didn't come with a CD. It was just the cassette and the Walkman. I'm like, I want a CD bundle.
Yeah, get that and then just order the CD.
Right, for real.
Oh my god,
True
that'd
that.
be amazing.
But when I saw the big bundle, I was like, damn, I can't pass this up. They've only made 1,000 versions of this bundle, and it was a lot for only like $45. And I'll show you guys right here. Obviously, the 2-disc album. There's the Indiana Jones reference, if you guys can see that, But, yeah, it was the treasure chest bundle. You've got this, actually, a decently made, what'd you call that, a humidor?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it's basically a humidor, but it's a treasure chest. It's got the logo on there with the crystal coconut. That is fucking cool. Then you open it up, and you've got this big-ass Alestorm flag. You get a fucking pendant and necklace. This is what was really rad. A 32 gig USB stick with all the track stems so you can remix the album. A handful
What is
of
that under Lana Del Rey?
Funkadelic.
Okay, that's a rad album cover.
Yeah, a handful of postcards, and then something else really cool here. A 7-inch record with 2 extra songs, Battleship, or Big Ship, Little Ship, and Baseline Junkie. And, you know, I hate that they're not on the album, but I'll check them out on YouTube, because I don't even think I can play a 7-inch on my record player, because I don't have that. Don't you got to have like
Yes, you can. You got
You
it.
can.
It comes with yours. Yours has that thing.
that little extra piece?
Yeah, and that thing is like $1.
Oh yeah?
If you don't have it, it's $1.
That bitch is packed away.
Yeah.
Oh, pirate metal drinking crew.
Mine
Yeah,
has it on
so-
like a little. Mine is just a little disc.
All right.
And mine has
Yeah.
it, and it's just right there.
Like a little
on-
weighted disc thing.
It's not even weighted. It's light as shit. You just put it on there, so it hold. You know, the needle is like that thin, so you put it on the
Yarr!
needle, and it makes your needle that big.
Yeah.
To hold that down.
I don't know why they even do that. Why couldn't they just make it with the standard little hole? Why's it gotta be a hole big enough to put my wiener in?
Because it's less plastic or less whatever material for one song.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. Cheaper to make.
But anyway, the new Alestorm album, and actually my pre-order came Thursday instead of Friday, which was really cool. So I've been jamming this album since Thursday night. Thoughts, y'all?
It's not my favorite.
I just
Or-
chugged a goddamn beer. Awesome.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, baby.
It's not my favorite Alestorm album. I was kind of
Oh, yeah,
bored
definitely.
hearing the samey stuff that I've heard over the years. And it was just like,
Excuse me.
it sounded like hearing them do
Damn it.
Play It Safe. And then the song with the rapping came on, and I was like, no, the Tortuga.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
a little
dude,
jarring.
why? It was, and it took me out of it, and it just. And then there was the one song, the first one that wasn't on my thing.
Treasure Chest Party Quest.
Yeah, that just
Party
reminded me
Quest.
of like if Ninja Sex Party did a pirate song, but they would do it better. But like I started getting more into it when like Zombie ate my pirate ship and shit, and it just kept going on. Like the rest of the album was better, but the beginning just kind of sucked to me. I really liked what's that fucking song? It's like 2 minutes, and the one after it. Your boat or your ship.
Yeah.
Suck a.
Your pirate
bag of
ship's a
dicks.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shipboat.
Yeah,
Shitboat. That
For
one, and the
fans.
one before it. Pirate Scorn.
Pirate Scorn. Yeah.
Those were great. I love those. I like their shorter ones, and then Wooden Leg Part 2. That was great. But I feel like
The
it should have
woodening.
ended.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have ended with that song, because that was the most epic that album could have
It
gotten.
would have been a perfect album closer.
Yeah, like that's the closer of the album, and then it goes into the softer, just kind
Henry
of
Martin.
Henry Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, because Henry Martin was, I think the founders of the Martin fucking repeating firearms company.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. I don't have any references to this.
Yeah, I liked it. If I had to give it a low number, a 9 out of 10. It's like Tortuga. That thing is. I'm like, "Ugh, this is a little rough. Pirate rap, and it could have been better pirate rap. It could have been,
sea. Welcome to the sea. Your face coming. Gonna tell you
yeah. See, if it was like more rap, like piratey rap, piratey, not just yar yar. I'm like, no. But oh yeah, I loved it because, like I said, it's just. It really does take off better at Zombie Ate My Pirate Ship. It really takes sounds more Alestorm after there, because before it's not quite it's not as jaunty. The tunes aren't as piratey and jaunty. Although Tortuga is, it's the singing that really takes you out of it. You wouldn't see pirates on a ship rapping.
And the song before it, or the song before that, the
Chomp Chomp?
Chomp
No,
Chomp.
Chomp Chomp was kind of.
I love Chomp
Chomp
Chomp.
Chomp was it was kind of piratey. It wasn't as Alestorm's used songs are, but it was still kind of jaunty. It had that nice little that kind of piratey theme going on.
It was boring to me. I was bored. Wasn't that one with the sliding guitar solo, slide tapping, sweeping?
Sweeps? You know, I don't know.
There
There
were
was
actually
a song.
quite a songs
There was
in
a
there.
song with a sweep
Because they do that kind of
solo.
They actually got
all
quite
that
a
stuff.
few songs with the sweeps in it.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool, but get on with it.
Pirate Scorn is great. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. Oh, I love the lyrics for Fanny Balls though.
Fanny Balls is great.
That is a very piratey. Lyrically, is extremely piratey. Musically, it was just kind of
It reminded me
metal.
more of a.
It was more psycho stick
I mean,
metal.
it was,
Dropkick Murphys kind of song.
it was more. I mean, I get what you mean, but it's still folk metal.
Yeah, it didn't have that pirate
It's like a
feel other than the
cool
lyrics.
tavern kind of. It's the Chuck Norris kind of thing, you know. It's like we're just hyping this fucking guy.
Well,
up.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That lyrically, it was very piratey. It just musically, it didn't really capture that pirate sound like the previous album do, or like.
Man, see, I thought it did.
Because if you hear it lyrically, it does. But if you just separate lyrics from it, it just sounds like
Because the music is still very folky and just badass like that.
Because it was okay. It was bad. It wasn't nowhere near bad. It's just not as fucking. That was Man the Pumps.
Yeah.
That was
Grave to See.
extremely.
No grave but the sea.
That was, like I said, that's my favorite one. That was extremely. You can imagine being on a pirate ship. I mean, Mexico. That was fucking awesome,
Mexico's so
dude.
good, man.
And there is a Donkey Show reference, and I think it might be Treasure Chest, Pirate Chest. They did reference a Donkey Show somewhere in there, but I just loved it more in the original. It's easily a 9 out of 10.
So I don't remember a Donkey Show reference on here. Are you thinking of when we were
I think
listening
he said
to?
something about donkeys. I could have sworn I remember he said something about donkeys in there.
Because are you thinking of when we were listening to the Drag Crew of the Oddwood or of Oddwood when we were out there? 'Cause
No,
they
this is
mentioned a
what I
Donkey
listened to it the other
Show.
day. So I downloaded it Friday morning, listened to it on my way to work, and listened to it at work on Friday.
I don't remember no Donkey thing, but I might have not.
Well, they didn't
heard
say
it.
they were like referencing like things that another reference in Mexico somewhere in there before in one of the songs.
Yeah, I think he does mention from Mexico to Louisiana or New Orleans.
New Orleans.
For Chomp Chomp.
Chomp chomp, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So what's your rating?
Is that 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10. Yeah.
It's that Tortuga just really kind of oh, that's rough.
So all right. So
I can just see him with 20 spinners on the side of the ship. Like, oh, come on, man. Jesus. They'd be pirate. They have like fucking chrome grills. I mean, come on.
Fucking hilarious.
I can just see.
I'm here for that shit. I dig the fuck out of that. I actually really like Tortuga. But couple things to say. I think my only complaint on this album is the fact that, man, Treasure Chest Party Quest is only 4 minutes and 17 seconds, and it feels a lot longer than that.
It's an extremely long song. It's like an Andrew WK song. It's like a very party rock song.
It's a fun party track to kind of start the album,
But it is very fucking long.
It is
feeling.
probably my least favorite track on the album. But it's funny though. It's funny, and that's what I'm here for. That's what Alestorm is here for. Just silly, funny songs. But this one, I mean, I like that. 500 years ago when I was born,
Yeah.
crawled from the womb with a drinking horn.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, it's funny. The video is great.
It
Love
was
the music
great.
video.
I mean, he was already drunk before he could
Yeah.
walk. It was fucking
That's
awesome.
shit. It's a fun song. It's a fun song. It's probably my least favorite on this whole album.
So that's my second least favorite because goddamn that
But
Tortuga kills
what
me.
I do like is the fact that I've been finding a lot more pirate bands here recently. Some to note, if you like the Alestorm sound, Rum Ahoy, who Yarface, the singer from Rum Ahoy, is the guy who raps on. I haven't heard him rap in Ramahoy, but he's the guy that raps on Tortuga. And then there's another band called Lagerstein that's a really cool little pirate metal band. And I guess most of these guys go with the silly vibe. But then there's another one. Josh had heard this album with us a couple weeks ago when we were building that canopy outside. They are called the Dreg Crew of Oddwood. That's a hard sentence to say for some reason for me. But they're really cool because they're all like acoustic instruments and more old-timey instruments and stuff.
More realistic pirate music.
Yeah. They sound more like what pirates would probably be listening to back in the day. They just sound like
if
old
you still
tavern music.
fantasize the Johnny Depp version, not the scurvy-ridden fucking nasty people,
But,
Somali pirates with machine
But
guns.
if you want the scurvy-ridden kind of fucking shit, check out Ye Banished Privateers. That fucking band is awesome. Still on the acoustic side. Maybe they take it a little more serious, but it's really fucking good. The song Row with One Hand or something, really fucking awesome.
Damn.
But yeah, so it's cool that this pirate shit is starting to come out of the underground a lot more now, you know. But as far as the songs on this album, Fanny Boz, love the shit out of Fanny Boz. It's fun. It is. The music video is really fun too. It's a real cool looking video too. Like they're on the ship and everything. Fanny Boz is a little man, little person, a midget.
Ooh, demonetized.
But anyway, he's a little guy, and he looks like Peter Dinklage in the music video, man. He's got this big red beard and shit. It's fucking cool.
Oh, I didn't notice Peter Dinklage.
And it looks like
Oh,
in the
Fanny
video,
Boz.
like,
I ain't seen
Fanny
the video
Boz.
for that. I only saw the video for the first song.
And then Chomp Chomp is really fun. Chomp Chomp is just a cool, silly story about a killer crocodile eating a captain and his crew.
Yeah, I mean, it's Peter Pan.
Okay, yeah,
Chomp
pretty
Chomp.
much.
The gator. and the
TikTok.
Yeah.
Goddamn TikTok, Peter Pan. Chomp Chomp. But one thing I did thought was cool was on Treasure Chest Party Quest, they throw in that dog bark. It's like or something like that. And
Yeah, it's a reference
out of
back
nowhere,
to the
yeah.
dog. No grave but the sea for dogs.
Yeah, a little reference to that, because the funny thing is the if you get a special edition, they have the version called the 16th century version. Well, it turns out it's the whole album in chiptune. Awesome, because every album since Sunset on the Golden Age, I believe, has had a chiptune moment, and they do the same thing on here on Wooden Leg Part 2. They throw in a chiptune moment. And they've done that on every album, or at least the last 3 albums. And so it's cool as shit that they just straight up said, we'll do a chiptune version of the whole album. And it sounds awesome if you like chiptune shit. But then Tortuga, I love Tortuga. It's fun, it's silly. Like Zach was mentioning that the album is playing it safe, and I totally get that. But I've always said that Alestorm is one of those bands.
Dude, when'd you get here?
I always said Alestorm is one of those bands who can do the same shit over and over, and I'll never complain because that's what I'm here for. But the fact that they do change it up a little bit and say, let's fucking just get real silly and do this little Caribbean trap kind of fucking track, then they get Yarface in there to rap. It's just a fun time. But then Zombies Ate My Pirate Ship, really good. And what I love in that song is when the female singer comes in there and she gets really good. I'm like, damn, this lady is singing her ass off. Who is this? So I'm looking her up. It's a lady named Panty Gertie. And I believe she's German, but she plays a mean hurdy-gurdy. And she plays hurdy-gurdy on the song when it gets into that part and it's playing the riff, and you can hear the fucking keys being hit when she's fucking doing the little jig part. And damn, I'm like, that shit's cool. So I'm gonna be checking out some Patty Gurdy, cause that was
Patty-gurdy doesn't mean hurdy-gurdy.
that's what I'm guessing she calls it. Her
You
last
said
name.
panty Gertie earlier.
Yeah, Patty.
No, you said panty.
I did not say Panty.
So he said
I
panty
said
Gertie.
Patty Gurdy. Hattie Gurdy. Anyway, me and hurdy-gurdy player. Definitely check her out. I'm going to be checking her out. Then Call of the Waves. Fucking love Call of the Waves. It has almost a punk kind of vibe. The way the drum beat, the bass drum hits. It has a very punk rock vibe to it. But man, Call of the Waves gets epic. The Pirate Scorn that we talked about, man. Because like I said, I stayed away from listening to anything from this album till the moment I got it. Well, there's this contest going on where Alestorm gives you a Alestorm Nintendo 64 with Donkey Kong 64 in there, and people were saying in the comments, "Oh man, they're gonna cover Pirate Scorn," and somebody posted a link to the actual Donkey Kong, and listened to it. I was like, "Oh man, if they do a cover of this, that will be awesome," and they damn sure did. One of my favorite tracks on the album. Shipboat is fun.
That's a Donkey Kong 64 song?
Yeah, Pirate Scorn. Yeah.
What?
Not lyrically, but I mean it's.
No, lyrically.
It is
Straight up.
What? No way.
There were no
up.
cussing in
For
the fucking
real?
Donkey Kong version.
Well, I'm sure he didn't cuss on the Donkey Kong version.
Play me the Donkey Kong version.
Oh, I will when we go to smoke a cigarette.
Nintendo don't give a shit. Fuck off.
No, fucking
Come on,
Nintendo.
I'm
Yeah,
out here.
Nintendo will
Nintendo is
destroy this channel.
They're gonna shove that
Nintendo.
beer up your ass sideways.
And Nintendo will rape this channel.
But yeah,
Rape and
shipboat,
plundage.
shipboat, plundage.
They're gonna plunder your booty.
Yeah.
They're gonna put that fucking case up your ass sideways.
Pillage. That's the word I was looking for. Pillage.
Plundage. This man
Plundage.
put plunder
I
and
put
pillage in
two
the same
words
word.
together.
Plundage.
Plundage.
We need to keep that and remember that.
Seriously.
And use it in
Well,
something.
it's shorter. Why waste time say plunder
Yeah.
and pillage?
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
say plundage.
Exactly.
It's a Charlie word, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Like hangry.
yeah.
Why would you say hungry and angry when I'm just hangry?
It's like the abbreviation skit on Old Saturday Night Live, and they're like, all you gotta do
Speaking
is
of Saturday Night
abbreviate.
Live,
And
everyone's
he's
mad
like,
at
yo
Jimmy
man,
Fallon.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah.
And fucking, but anyway, but Shipboat is really fun. Shipboat kind of feels sort of connected to Fuck You With an Anchor.
Fuck
like,
with an anchor.
just
Yeah,
a real short,
yeah.
cussy kind of song. Real fucking fun. But I really like it when they drop they go for the more clean vocals. Your pirate ship can eat the bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Love the shit out of that. Love the shit out of that.
You can eat the satchel of Richards.
Yeah, and I like it when he's like, and your cannons aren't even capable of firing 20 feet. Like, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Just
it's fucking All the Family by Korn in pirate form.
it's just I just imagine two fucking pirate ships. Goddamn,
They're doing the
side
Monty
by
Python
side.
thing
Yeah,
to each other.
exactly. They're just screaming from across each fucking deck.
Your mother smells of elderberries.
That's,
A
I'm
pirate
like,
ship could eat a bag of
yeah,
dicks.
I'm just like, I want to see this. in
You
a movie
call that a
right fucking
pirate
here.
ship?
I never thought of that when I was listening to the song. I just
Yeah.
thought it was a good song.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a
like-
good
Just
imagery,
imagine two
though.
guys trash talking each other.
Is it really? That's the purpose of the song?
That's what it feels like.
Well,
I mean,
They're
because
trash talking?
that's
Well,
basically
it
it.
is, but
He's
it-
talking shit
okay.
about somebody else's pirate
Okay,
ship.
There's
wow,
no
that makes the
response.
song better.
It's not like All in the Family where there was a response. That'd have been great to have somebody else singing back at them. But
But yeah, I would love to see that in a movie. Like somebody make a pirate comedy movie.
Hey, maybe someone does a Broadway version
Broadway
of fucking Alestorm. And they do that. That would be amazing. That's what you need to do. Pitch it.
Yeah,
Go
pitch
pitch
it.
it.
Pitch it. Let's go to New York.
hey, we can,
Yeah.
we can just play the fucking new Assassin's
No,
Creed
let's
and we
not
can sing
go to
that
New
about
York
the
right
Vikings.
now. You need to wait at least 10 years before you go to New York and pitch this. Shit.
Then Pirate Metal Drinking Crew, really fun song.
That
you
was
were just
actually
playing
kind of
that.
boring to me.
We're the Pirate Metal Drinking Crew,
We don't care, so...
and somebody you suck.
yeah,
and fuck you.
the whole thing was like, fuck you, you suck.
Hey,
The whole
yeah.
thing, like the whole section of the album is just them fucking making fun of other people.
I will say, like, this album does what any good Alestorm album should do, is give me some badass folk metal bangers with some really good sing-along choruses, just real memorable fucking sing-along choruses. And these haven't been embedded in my mind completely yet, but a couple more listens, it's gonna be up there with fucking, what is it? Rum, beer, quests, and mead. These are the things
love
that a
that song.
pirate needs.
I love that
Well,
song.
that's why that is still right now the most memorable album.
It is up there, man.
It has one of the most singable. You can sing along tracks.
It's got some of the best metal shanties.
You
Like,
with fucking
yeah, like it's got some of their best fucking
That was an
metal
instant
shanties.
classic.
Dude, all the way.
It has the most melodic tunes.
All the way. Like I
That's
like
why-
all
that's
their
why-
albums, but that one is definitely up there.
Ship's gonna be the fucking next one now because Ship can eat a bag of dicks.
Right? But
you
then
you just imagine driving in your car and like, hey, your car can eat a bag of dicks.
But yeah, right. But I remember when I saw the track listing and I saw Wooden Leg Part 2, the
Woodening.
Woodening.
You
I'm
were
like,
oh god.
I'm
Dude,
like,
that is-
yes.
That's such a Charlie word
Yeah.
right there. The Woodening.
I'm like, this is definitely going to be a highlight on the album, and oh my God, is it not? Like, I read an interview with Christopher Bowes where he said that's the stupidest song they ever wrote, so they had to write a sequel. And I'm like, I'm fucking down with that. And we
wrote a whole album over a stupid song.
You know what? I
actually
wonder if
did.
he fucking watched Your Highness. Because in The Highness, they had the fucking
that they did the fucking
The fucking
You know, it's
Just
been so
adding
long
ing
since I've
to
seen
into a
Your
fucking
Highness, but I
verb,
remember
let's see
it
what
being
happens.
just like
amazing.
when all those nudes got taken from all they called it the fappening.
The fappening. Just add ing to a word and like, hey, boom, there's a fancy word. The woodening.
But what were you about to say? You were saying something just now.
Your Highness. I don't remember. Like the last time I saw that movie, it was good though.
But they take one of their shorter, goofier songs where like the only lyrics I even remember is wooden leg, wooden leg, wooden leg.
Yeah, I remember
Yes,
that.
that's
Wooden
the
leg,
only-
wooden
That's
leg.
the only thing they take from that song.
I think that'd be the
It starts
shittiest
out,
lyrics
the
you
Wooden
could
Leg
ever
song
possibly
starts
think of.
out with a bass line. It's like a really...
Wooden leg. Wow, that's like
Yeah.
a Peter Griffin lyric right there.
Yeah, seriously. But they
Something
take
Family Guy.
that simple, silly idea and turn it into an 8-minute epic that is up there with some of their other great epics.
And it reminds me of something we would have done.
Yeah, it's so fucking silly.
Like how ridiculous.
Talking about wooden arms and
wooden head. I got a wooden head.
fucking, now I'm dead. But what was funny was like
Wooden head, wooden head. I got a wooden head.
when he starts talking about his wooden arms, I start thinking of that Rocco's Modern Life episode where the captain on the ship is like, they're like, oh, you've got wooden legs. He's like, yeah, wooden legs, wooden arms, wooden eyes too.
So that's where they got it from Family Guy.
The Family Guy. Seamus, the pirate,
Yeah.
he got wooden legs and arms. He just walks around like that.
Oh, yeah.
That asshole stole that idea.
It's from Rocco's Modern Life.
But
That's why it wasn't so strange when I saw it on Family Guy. Because I saw it before.
Rocco's Modern Life did it first.
yeah, Wooden Leg is a definite. Wooden Leg Part 2 is a definite
The
highlight on here. Yeah, the wooden.
It's like, to me, the best song on the album.
Cause what I like about these guys is they can write just songs about, yeah, we're just here to get money and booze. Then they can write really good pirate stories, and then they can write, you know, you know,
Epics.
epics like
They can write a
like
big
that.
story,
really big epics.
A big story like that. You can see that turn into some of their stories could be turned into
Yeah.
little 30-minute episodes of
Yeah.
a cartoon.
They're the psycho sticks of the pirate fucking metal genre.
Or 10 minutes. Like cartoons when we were growing up were like 10 minutes long, and they'd have another one and that'd be your
Shorts.
whole episode. Yeah, they were all shorts. We all grew up with shorts.
And like Zach mentioned earlier, that the album would have been great, perfect if they had just ended it off there. But I do
Yeah.
kind of like how they ended on the.
I feel like that song should have came before it, like
Yeah.
way before it.
Yeah, but Henry Martin's a really cool track, but yeah, like the thing is like if they'd have ended the album with Wooden Leg 2, cause that's one of those albums where it's like it's the good sex song. You need a minute, you know, when the song is over, you need a minute. You need some cool down time.
Yeah.
And with Henry Martin being a little slower and a little chilled, yeah, there's some cool down time, but Wooden Leg Part 2 is so epic, you know,
The cool down time happens in it.
and if it would
That's
have
how I
ended,
feel.
if they would have ended the album with Wooden Leg, boom, perfect
Yeah.
ending, because like cool down time is over, you got time to reflect on the album, but the way they do it, it's like, oh, one more song, damn, I'm not even over this eargasm
And
from
then
Wooden
it's
Leg
just
2.
kind of like, that should have came before. that's how you feel with American Idiot.
Yeah. Because to me that song
But to me, I feel like
throws off
okay,
that perfect ending.
It does, but that's the credits.
Yeah, exactly. That's how basically how I look at it. I'm like, oh,
That's
the credits.
Just like when you finish watching Across the Universe, and they finally play Lucy in the Sky.
Oh my God, we sat there the entire night like, come on, play it.
When are they gonna play
We're like,
Lucy
when
in
they
the
gonna
Sky
play
with
fucking
Diamonds?
Lucy? Her name's Lucy. When are you gonna play the song Lucy?
I mean, we paused that movie halfway through to do a like 3-hour weed run.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that's
we
right.
did. Wow.
And we were still bitching like, why haven't they played Lucy yet?
Yeah, and we played it on the way there.
But yeah, so yeah, I love the shit out of this album, but I think I did give No Great But to See a 10, and this one I'm gonna have to give it a 9, just because, like I said, and it's the only complaint is maybe the first track is a little long feeling.
Me was Tortuga. That was the one thing that kind of put it out for me.
My rating,
Be honest, Zach. I'm saying because we gave it
my
high.
honest would be a 7.
There you go. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would give it a point, whatever, but I don't care. I just even number, it's not an even number, but you know, just no there or the other way. It's a 7 because I have something to compare it to with their previous stuff, and this just reminds me of that, and I heard better from them, and it's just kind of more of the same.
Yeah, I mean,
They didn't do anything to impress me, and what they tried to do to go out of their comfort zone
you didn't like.
was like, oh God, no. Why?
Welcome to the sea.
No,
Welcome to
don't
the
do
sea.
that. No. That's like I imagine that being fucking Ninja Sex Party. I can accept anything
That is a
they
very
fucking
that
do.
is a very
It's a
Ninja
shitty
Sex Party
ICP
kind
Yeah,
of song.
there is like NSP, like whatever they do, I can accept because they're just obviously the most ridiculous band ever. They can just get away with
God, I
whatever
still love
they
Orgy.
do.
Orgy for One.
Orgy for One is one of the most
They-
funny fucking songs.
The video
they
is
did.
fucking glorious.
But like, no, the beginning of this album just reminded me of them trying to get that sound or the whatever that Ninja Sex Party has, and the rest of the album just sounded like typical Alestorm. And then I got some of the good stuff that was like the short little songs. It was really good and it had a big epic. So then that's what brings it up to a 7. In the beginning, I was bored and it reminded me of there is better shit than this. And I've heard it. And then it started bringing me back in, reminding me of the Alestorm that I knew. And it gave me this epic suite at the end. And I was like, yes, you at least deserve a 7. This is better than the Gaga. I was way more entertained.
They were squeezing his nuts too much. Then they eventually tickled the tank. And they gave him a fucking handy and finished it off. So like,
and they touched. They actually just kind of dragged the finger on my gooch.
across the tank.
Right on the gooch.
Right on the gooch.
So, what did you guys think about
Grundle.
the new Alestorm? I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, we all did kind of enjoy it a lot.
It was more entertaining than the Guga.
The Googa, the La Gaga.
Lady Guga.
It was.
That needs to go back to the Grundle where it came from.
The Grundle and the Guga.
It was out of the two albums, and I knew I was gonna like the Nightwish more if Gaga came out on the same day as the Nightwish, like originally.
Damn.
And yeah, I like the
Did
Alestorm
you put that
a
on
lot
my
more.
computer?
What?
Nightwish?
I don't think I did. I did a solo review of that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm
Although,
gonna sit here and
man,
listen to that.
Amaranth is still one of my favorite Nightwish ones. That one's
I
pretty
tried
fucking-
listening to
That was a
Nightwish,
pretty
but they're
epic
not
one.
they're not a band I'll get into.
Not the Twitch streaming thought. This album, people.
But yeah, what
We
did
should do Twitch streams of us listening to.
We're not gonna get
albums.
nowhere, man, because we're not.
Doesn't matter.
We're not big-titted fucking girls showing off.
It doesn't
their
matter,
cleavage for
but it's
fucking
still
simps.
fun to do.
Them fucking
It's
simps.
live
We don't have simps.
reactions.
But we're
We
not
can
gonna
have
get.
our own Twitch channel.
We'll get banned in a heartbeat.
That's fun.
Well, at least
At least we get
something.
banned from something. Fuck, YouTube ain't done shit yet. And we had Joey's nuts on screen.
Well, I mean, I put a little.
Yeah,
pumpkin
you
over
did.
them.
You had to watch it and edit that.
Yeah, I had to watch Joey's damn nuts.
And they were like right here
They
in
were
your
right fucking
face
here, dude. I'm
when
like-
we did it. or when it happened,
least
and then you had to edit it, I'd be like,
I
no,
mean, you could have gave me
that
a
ain't even gonna be in
That'd
there.
have been really embarrassing.
You should have punched him.
But yeah, what did you guys think about the new Alestorm? We highly enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. After more frequent listings, maybe it might move up to a 10. Right now it's a 9 because like I do always feel the urge to skip that first track. But like my favorite part in Treasure Chest, it's so hard to say. Treasure Chest Party Quest. It is so hard to say. But it's when they get into that cool fucking there's just the cool folky part of the song, and that's what really brings the song up for me. But yeah, I liked it a lot. We liked it a lot. So the next album review is coming up is going to be Man Man and Witch Taint. We're going to do those next weekend.
But we're gonna do Green Day before.
Right up next, after a little smoke break, gonna let Zach hear the original Pirate Scorn from Donkey Kong, and then we'll get to you guys with the Green Day.
Oh, I'd like to hear the original Pirate Scorn. That's cool, 'cause that's one of my favorite songs.